Hey guys, happy Wednesday. All right, I already see many of you jumping on. So, hello. And today we are going to start some new projects. So, on Monday, we actually finished the two frames. I still have to touch them up a little bit, and then I'm going to get some photos out there, but we don't need to do touch-ups here on the lives. So that is something I was actually going to get done earlier. Totally did not have time to do it. Wanted to also give you guys an update on the internet. So I tried to do some taping yesterday and like stream it. And I was getting the message saying unstable internet still. And I called over there. I don't know why I've been dragging my feet, you guys. I have been dragging my feet, calling the other company just because it's going to take time. So I just am like, I'm doing it. I'm ripping my Band-Aid off and I'm calling and I set up an appointment for the other company. The one thing, I will give the company that I have a little credit. They have an amazing customer service department. I call, I'm upset, and I don't ever like really come across super upset. I'm just like frustrated, and they are the nicest people. I can't even be mad at them. That's how nice those are. I have literally talked to 4 different customer service representatives, and they are all super nice. So I will give them that. They have an amazing customer service department to calm their customers down. And I guess they probably need it with these problems. So let's see here. Shelly is on. Hello. Kim, Nancy, Julie, hello. Thank you all for joining. All right. So when we finished up on Wednesday, we kind of were chatting about where today was going to go. And we talked about, this was kind of the inspiration of this whole entire live. So with that, I had thrifted this, eons ago, actually. And it looks like I put the tag back on so that, let's see, does it say how much it originally was? Well, wherever it was, it says Barnwood Decor of OKC, authentic reclaimed wood new, but it does not actually have a price on it. But I did pay $3.99 for it. So this is like authentic barnwood. And the first thing I see is whoever did this, when they cut these sides, this side is a little bit, just a tad bigger, I think. Either that or maybe these are coming out. So what hold on. Let me grab, I have my hammer. I don't know if I should be hammering up here. I'm going to hammer on the ground. All right, let's see. Just going to hammer it all back together. And that actually looks a lot better. I think it was just kind of coming out. All right, let me put my hammer away. All right, let's see who else is on here. As you guys are jumping on, it looks like we have Angela, Lisa. Looks like hello. Oh, hello from France. Hello, Maria. Awesome. Bonnie, Brenda. Wow, Kristen. Lots of you. Vicky, hello. Question: is the IOD stamp pad pigment ink or dye-based ink? I am thinking pigment. Let me look to see if it says on here, and I don't have my readers. Does it say? I am just trying to. It actually does not. I don't think it says on here. Oh, it says pigment rich, archival, acid free, fade resistant, waterproof, and permanent. Does that answer your question? So it says pigment rich. Oh, and you said I'm thinking pigment. Yeah, so it is pigment. Okay, so hopefully that answered your question. Let's see. Hey, Marley, thanks for joining. All right, so I am going to ask you all a huge favor. For those of you that are tuning in on YouTube, if you could also tune in also on Facebook, I'd appreciate it. You don't have to watch over there. Just if you have another device to put it on, I would definitely appreciate it. If not, that is okay too. So let's see here. What I'm going to do here is I am actually going to just add a couple extra. Hopefully it works. Oh, of course I'm out. I'm going to have to do it after the fact because I've been cleaning up and I put all my brad nails. So one thing I am doing is I am trying to organize everything, and I'm going through like I have like these little totes that I always bring with me whenever I go to my booths. And I'm going and I have them packaged, and then I'm like, oh, I set them aside. And then, oh gosh, I did not. Ooh, we're hoping, you guys, guess what I forgot to do today? I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb, so hopefully nobody disturbs me. But anyways, I have been just working through areas and trying to get everything organized. So as I am cleaning up an area and doing stuff, I am trying to group all like items together and put them away. I have been doing very good. And I'm like, okay, it did not get, like this overnight. So we're just gonna, organize. Let's see here. Listening and watching on YouTube and letting it play on Facebook. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Hello, Susan. Hello, Diane. All right. So because this was the inspiration, I hammered it back together. And after we are done, I'm just going to add a couple extra brad nails just to give it a little bit more stability. Hey, Kelly. She says, hello, Sonnet and everyone. She made it. Yay. All right. So we talked about on Monday, should we paint this like a white, kind of like dry brush, a white on here? And everybody thought we should go with milk paint. Or should we do something like a barn red to make it look like a barn? Oh, Barbara, she says, hi, Sonnet, freezing roads up here in Washington. You guys, I just have to say the roads here in our city are absolutely horrendous. Because we got all that snow and it was really packy and the snow plows went out. They tried to scrape. A lot of the road is scraped, but there are just areas that is like frozen ice. So I have a 16-year-old who's driving. And she's like, I'm going to run. I just need to run. I go, okay. Not even thinking to say to her, be careful, prep her for, what is out there. I was busy doing stuff and I just didn't even cross my mind at the time until she called me and she said, oh my God, I'm so scared. I was coming up to an intersection and there was nobody there, thank goodness. But she hit a patch of that glare ice and she experienced the anti-lock brakes. And so I'm glad that she experienced it, but I am please be very, very careful in the future. So let's see here. Okay, Deb, awesome. Thank you. Hello, Bella. All right. Susan said, is everyone warm and cozy in their homes? Yes, I am very warm and cozy here. So let's talk about what we should do. So if we're mixing up milk paint, I'm going to mix up enough to do a couple projects. So we will do this. Another project is this. We are going to come up with a solution. I think I want to take these off, but we are going to come up with a solution. It's I don't even know what it is, you guys. I just found it at, I think I got this at the bins and it caught my eye. And we're going to talk about what we're going to do with that. And then I actually believe I got this from Kelly, my Kelly Matson. I think that this is one of the cheese crates that you gave me. So I thought we could do something fun with that today. And then we have this, and I just grabbed a board. I don't know. I was trying to think of something to do with this piece. Should I sell as is, or should we do something with it? So let's see what everybody's saying here. All right. So Kelly says white. Diane says white dry brush is my vote. Penny says red. Corinne says, I apparently had YouTube on TV, but not engaged in any programs. I was in the back room and heard someone talking in the front room. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Happy to come out and find Sonnet and not a stranger in the house. That's awesome. Let's see here. Shelly says, oh, bless her, how scary. Yes, I'm sure it was really scary. And I'm glad that I was the first person that she called to tell that she had a experience like that. And now, you guys, she thinks she is like the bomb driver. She's like, since I experienced that, I'm amazing. I'm like, let's just step back a little bit. I don't think you're absolutely amazing just yet. Okay, so am I kind of like glitchy a little bit, guys? I feel like on my screen I am, but maybe not. Okay, so yeah, I'm like froze right now. Hold on one sec. I'm going to grab. I'm going to see if this helps. I don't know if it will, but I'm going to see. Okay. I don't think it is, but. Okay. Your daughter has a Jesus take the wheel moment. Yes. Yes, she did. All right. What does that white piece look like on top of the cheesecake? Okay. What white piece? I'm trying to see here. Is there another cheesecake? This is the white piece. It's got like a handle. Oh, what does it look like? Oh, if we put it on top. Oh, yes. Now I'm getting it. Now I'm getting it. Shelly says a little glitchy. So you guys, that's why we're switching from my current provider to a new provider, January 31st. January 31st. So that's the soonest. Okay, I have the live on, but can't listen since I'm at work. Just helping with the viewing numbers. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Angela, that is so scary. I'm thankful you and your daughter are both okay. I missed a comment. I was in a car accident yesterday. Oh, in Delaware. My daughter was driving and we ended up getting T-boned on my side. We were both okay, but really sorry. Oh gosh, that is good. Hey, Susan. Hello, hello. Thank you. She says, love your work. Thanks. Okay, so I kind of like this. So what I'm thinking, I like this idea actually a lot. So we're going to paint the base like maybe like a flour sack, possibly. I think it will totally absorb because it's wood though. Same with this. So we're not going to get a lot of chippy. So we could do one of two things. We can go with like either the flour sack or creamy, because I think creamy would be kind of match this a little bit more because this is more of a cream color. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. This is funny. Subtitles said you were moving to a nude provider. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's funny. That had me laughing. Oh, that is funny. Lynn says, hello, freezing here in Ohio, staying in and watching you. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Just redid a cheese box into 2 items, the top into a hanger with JRV Valentine paper, and the base I added a shelf and made it a super cute shelf. It's on my business page on Facebook. Oh, awesome. I bet you that looks really good. I can't wait to see it. I was thinking the same for the cheese box. Perfect. We'll do that. We're going to get rid of this piece of wood and do something else with the wood then. Yes. Okay. So, all right, we got this. Let's, so if you guys can think of, I don't even know if I can get these off. I was thinking, I don't know how they're in here. Should I take these off? Because I don't even know what they are. I don't think I can stand it this way because it needs stability. So it's like, what do you think this is? What do you think these people thought when they made that? I don't know. Oh, so I'm thinking we get, oh, you know what this is? This is like a piece of rebar, but I think I'm going to keep it maybe for something else decorative. I'm going to grab a screwdriver. Oh, maybe my hammer. I should probably be very careful. Okay, maybe I'm not going to get them out. Maybe not on this live. Yes, take them off. They look like Mickey ears. Yes, they do. I think I'm going to do it on the ground. I'm going to do it on the ground. Oh, I thought I was. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm going to get them out. It's making a noise, if you guys heard that. Oh, I see. Oh, Sonnet, why do you make things sometimes so complicated? I did not know that these were screwed in, you guys. What in the world? What do you think that could be? And then I tried to rip it out with a hammer. Okay, we got that done. Interesting. What did you guys think? I'm trying to, oh, I could use them for a hanger. That would be good. I can repurpose these. Perfect. Okay, let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Embrace them for hanger crystals outside as a planter. Yes. Could you fix the tube to an 8-inch, okay, this thing to an 8-inch base, add a few heavy stones and use a base painted tube. Could you fix the tube to an 8-inch base, add a few heavy stones, then use as a vase, paint it too? Okay, I'm trying to envision that. They could be cool to add to a rustic chippy board or to use for a hanger for something. Yes, after I realized I could put it like this, I could screw it into something. That would be really cool. I like that. So, let's see, that's so funny. Not yet. I will though. Nancy, I'm curious what people will think. What did Nancy say? They look like Mickey ears, LOL. Let's see. I must have missed a comment. Okay, so we got these down. We're doing these 3 projects. And everybody was kind of agreeing on the white. Should we do white? Like, should we do the flour sack? Or should we work with like a new color, like creamy? I almost like flour sack, but you guys tell me. Because I have every color. We'll make something different with those. I have a little bit of flour sack left here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to look at the comments. We're voting. Grew up in Beaver Creek until I was 12, then moved to the east side of Cleveland. Nice, Debbie said that. All right, I'm going to put this stuff away because I'm trying to stay really organized. And I think what we're going to do then is we are going to go ahead and we're going to mix this because it takes about 10 minutes. All right, we are doing flour sack then. Nobody said anything, so we're going with flour sack. Flour sack works. Good, good, good. All right. Flour sack, I could imagine flour sack probably being one of the most popular colors. I just feel like it's a good neutral. Okay, so Tony said, I just brought a round box into my room to do today. It's about twice as tall. Have been trying to decide what to do. Love the mold on top. I know, I think that looks so good. Okay. We are gonna try to do just a one scooper on this, and we'll see if I have to mix up more, we will. But we're gonna do just a one scoop at this point. All right, and then let's go ahead. All right. Got that. And then I got my little handy dandy whisk, and we're going to whisk it up. Hey, Paige from Indiana. Awesome. White lid and pattern base. Okay, white lid and pattern base. Okay, so since we're doing white, I'm glad I brought out the black handles. I wanted to put some little handles on here. I thought that would be super cute. Had those in my, I have these containers full of all different hardware. So I've had those for a little bit. Just got here. What you doing with the tall box? I don't know yet. We don't know what we're going to do with the tall box yet. So you guys, what do you think? Let's think of something fun to do with it. All right. So because the base, what I'm thinking for this is I am going to paint the base the white. It's going to kind of match with this. And then and I'm thinking I am going to possibly do the white, or not the white, the dark, maybe like the dark oil wax, or we could even try the black oil wax today. See what the difference is between the black and the dark. So we could do that. But so since this is white, I don't want to really paint this white. What do you guys think? Should we do something? I'm just trying to see. This almost looks like it has a kind of like a blue. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got like a blue tinge to it, like underneath. So maybe bring that color out for like the top. Let's see here. Do it. Hello, Natalie. Thanks for joining. So Penny says do it. All right, we're going to shut that. That became, I'm going to grab a blue. I think we're going to go with, oh, that's green. Oh my gosh, you guys. I think this is like not the best area to have all of my little 6-foot paints. Okay, so we have Seaside. Let's see how Seaside compares. Actually, Seaside from Fusion, it's almost a perfect match. So you guys can see that's almost a perfect match. Okay, let's see what everybody's saying. What other pastel milk paints do you have? I have every color milk paint. So on my website, it lists all the Sweet Pickin' milk paints that I have available. And so I have access to all of them to use. So we could have done any of them, but I've mixed up the flour sack right now. Okay, so Paige says, love that. Where did you get that? I'm assuming, are you talking about this? I actually found it at I think I actually maybe bought it at a Goodwill. It was at Goodwill and I grabbed it because I thought it was fun. Love the seaside. Love it. Love it. Like the blue. Yeah, color. I like the seaside. Perfect. We're going to roll with it. We're rolling with it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm painting the top. I'm thinking the whole top is what I'm going to do. The whole top, I'm going to do seaside. On the base, we're going to do the flour sack. And hopefully there is a little bit of writing on here. We'll see if that pops through or if it gets covered up. We'll see. Yes, I like using blue as well for spring. I think I like using it too because it kind of remind me, well, not the blue, but I always think of like bird eggs, like robin egg blue. That kind of blue. But it's very good. So let's go ahead and we will get painting on this. I mean, we had to come up with a strategy, so I like that. So I think on Thursday, as long as everything goes smooth, I am starting my thrifting Thursdays. I'm super excited. I don't know if my husband will be super excited, but I am. I am very excited. I think I'm going to bring my mom with. She said, if you go thrifting, I'm going thrifting. I said, of course. She's in town, so I'm sure that if my daughter was home from school, she'd want to go thrifting too with me. She's really starting to enjoy, actually, she really is addicted to getting really fun clothes at the bins. So she always wants to go there. All right. So Robin says she's using blue for spring. Shelly says, getting on a work call for a few, so won't be chatting much until that's over. That's okay. Thanks, Shelly. Do you have a blue decoupage paper to use on the bottom of the box and paint the top with the blue? Don't paint the emblem piece on top. I'm not painting the emblem piece. Nope. That has blue in it, so we're going to embrace that. Okay, let's think about, let me see. What do I have for the base that could complement? All right. I have a couple extra pieces that I have not folded of the sepia blossom from Roycycled. That does not have blue in it, but I'm going to go grab a piece real quick and then you guys can chat about it. If you don't know what sepia blossom looks like, it might complement this real nice. Oh. So it's got a little yellow in it. I mean, it's got green though. So I do have an extra piece of that. I'm trying to think what else I have. They look like ram horns. Actually, now that you said that, they do look like ram horns. They do. That's funny. All right. Let's see here. Okay, the base is done. Let's do just the top. I like that paper. I was just considering using it yesterday. Here, I'll set it here so you guys can kind of see it. It is really, really pretty. I love it how it's got that sepia look. So I was thinking if we did use it on the base, we could incorporate some of those bees that are in there. That would be kind of fun. So what do you guys think? And don't forget, you know, if you guys are liking the content, definitely share it out and let others know about this or about the lives. And I know that I've had a couple of my viewers say that they just like my regular videos and not my lives, and that is totally okay. I get it. So like I told them, I'm like, I can't make everybody happy, but I still have my regular videos coming out. I'm just going to have to be really proactive moving forward with my internet situation until January. They are coming out at 1 o'clock today to try to troubleshoot again. But honestly, I don't feel confident that anything will be accomplished. So kind of sad about that, but we're just going to have to deal with it, right? Okay. Ooh, lots of comments. Robin said that tall pillar could be used as part of a base for a small table. Ooh, add a base paint. Ooh. Okay, so painted white, that's a good idea. With maybe some birds and tree branches, decoupage or decoupage fussy cutout out applied. That's a great idea. I'm trying to think what I have. But yeah, we could start it by painting the base the white with the white milk paint, definitely. I like the bees. Oh, I know, I like the bees too. I think you should paint it with the milk paint. Not on this project. I think there is too much white space in that paper. Okay. Well, for sure we're painting it white, the base, so we'll go from there. How about birds and flowers? I made it, but late, LOL. So what are we doing? We are currently I brought out that paper. Everybody's voting it down. We are currently in the midst of upcycling a cheese box, and we are painting the top Fusion Seaside. We're painting the base right now. We're going to leave it white at this point. We were talking about possibly adding a bit of decoupage paper to it. All right. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Natalie. She says, shared. Awesome. This was fun, but I got to go back to work. My thoughts for the tall box decoupage cupids on the box and make faux arrows to put inside for Valentine's. Ooh, I like it. Valentine's Day. Vicki, the shelf with your paints on. The blue is a nice color. Yes, I like it. Good morning, everyone. Dee says, where did you get the cheese box from? Actually, I ended up getting the cheese box from a fellow viewer that's on here, Kelly. So she lives near my cabin, and I met her up there to give her some different paints. So we met up there, and I brought her a bunch of the paints. So it was nice to be able to meet her and do the exchange. And then she had some of these boxes, which I thought was kind of awesome. Okay. It has bunnies. It's the cheese box. I added the shelf. And okay. I had to make a cup of tea. I missed. What color are we using? It's very pretty. It is called Fusion Seaside. And I think it is going to be perfect with this white on top. It's kind of a glare. But there's actually the seaside color underneath the cream. So I think it's going to look awesome. So we're going to set that aside to dry right now. And let's tackle. Oh, shoot. I lost you guys. All right. Hey, Lisa. She says, I'm late. Thumbs up, everyone. Have you got any sea-themed paper for the box? I do not. I do not. Okay, so should we start painting it white or what should we do? Oh, Cindy says, hi, Sonnet from snowy cold Pennsylvania. Oh, Annette says, cheese boxes have been a hard sell in my area. I've had one in my booth painted with my secret green, money green with sunflower transfers on top. Oh, oh, Kim, thank you. She said there are very few lives that I like. Yours is one of the best. All right, we're going to paint it. We're painting it. Oh, I better be careful. I just set a little splatter there. I'm going to move the box a hair. Gosh, I hope I didn't get white. I know lives aren't for everyone, but it's a great time to like chat and like get to know each other a little better. And then I love that you guys are so interactive. That's one thing I love about these lives is that you guys are chatty and telling me what you think we should do. Because let me tell you, you guys have some really great ideas. Okay, I'm really oh, here, I'm trying to show you what it would look like next to the blue, but guess what? You guys can't see the blue. All right. And then, so this, your milk paint should be the consistency. I always have a problem when I say that word. Consistency of a melted milkshake. And there's, I think that's one of my hairs right there. Hold on. It must be shedding again. Good Lord, right? We don't want that in there. Oh my. Okay, hold on. I got to get this out. Okay, where did it go? There. My gosh, and then I'm almost stabbing myself. All right. Oh, Susan says, hi, Sonnet, and all from snowy cold Michigan. Good morning. Cheryl says, 20 degrees here in South Louisiana. Oh, my word. Let's see here. Maybe paint the band at bottom of the base, that blue also. Oh, okay. I love the other boxes on your table. These boxes too. Yep, we're going to paint those too. We're doing them all today. Thank you. Melted milkshake got the consistency of your milk paint. Hello from sunny, 1 degree above Minnesota. Oh, you guys. When I brought my daughter, well, actually, my daughter and I worked out this morning. We got up at 4:15. Our alarm goes off. And we headed out. And, it was, when I walked outside to start my truck, I was like, oh, good Lord. She actually said, I think you need an electric starter, Mom. I said, I think I do too. I think I do too. I got goals. Next year, the garage is going to have not my stuff in it, but it's all my stuff is going to be in my storage unit nicely on shelves, and our cars are going to be in there. Although my husband had made the choice, we have a boat on his side of the garage. My side of the garage has all my stuff. So, all right, let's see. I used milk paint with the paint inlays. It worked and looked fantastic. Oh, that's a really good thing to know. I never even thought to use a paint inlay with the with milk paint. because it's a very new product for me, so I didn't even think about it. All right, let's see here. When you live, you have to make quick decisions. I'd be umming and ahhing what to do. Does the white paint match the white on the top emblem so one isn't yellower than the other? This is actually, if you guys, well, this is a bit whiter. I don't know if that's actually, I'm probably going to get all those English majors out there, or people that get me for saying a word that is not right. But I am going to use either the dark oil wax or the black oil wax on the base, and it's going to darken it up just a tad. So I felt okay. We're using the flour sack, which is really kind of a whitey, white. Kelly says, 415, are you crazy? Yeah, a little bit. Ha ha ha. Do you have a block heater that you can plug in? My cars in Wisconsin all had that. And when I moved to Pennsylvania, no one had seen that before. I do not have that. Hey, April, she says, sorry I'm late. I had to unload my car from last night's auction wins. Ooh, I still have to try an auction. That sounds like fun. I feel like somebody needs to hold my hand to do it. Okay, we're going to let that dry, and let's go ahead and do this. And this I'm going to try to whitewash. Let's see here. I don't know if it's going to... kind of like that. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's kind of like... this seems a little dark over here. I want it to look more natural. I like it. Okay. Ooh, that was loud. Okay, and we're going to do this here too. Robin says, what other transfers do you have left from the IOD set that the eggs and butterflies came from the other night? Be fun on the inside of the little box. I can show you guys, I have them right here. So I still have some of the eggs left, and I also have some of the butterflies. So I still have those, but then I also have, there's like bugs. There's the bugs one, and then there's the floral. I know for sure, like the botanical. And then we have, hold on. I'm concentrating really quick, guys, just so that I don't put too much on here. All right. I'll be here to get some goodies from your auction. Huh. All right. Like that. I'm just going to finish up the kind of like dry brushing on here. Yeah, I'm going to, like, already this came out on the side. So I'm going to fix that off camera. Okay. I'm liking that. All right. So this looks a little bit like a weathered piece of wood. I'm really liking it, actually. And there's some on the bottom here. All right, I got to read some comments here. I'm going to just paint the bottom too, just so kind of all is uniform. Okay. We're going to let that dry. But I'm liking really how this is this turned out. I really like it, you guys. It's a little wet here and there, but I like how it looks whitewashed now. All right, I am going to put that back in there. This is drying as well. Should I just throw a coat of white on this right away? I think so. Oh, Joan, she says, you and your husband are so outdoorsy. I'm surprised you don't have 5 acres in the woods somewhere instead of living in the city. We actually, well, we have our cabin up north, and that's several acres that we have up there. But yeah, we thought about it. By the time, we had lived here for a while, I actually bought this when I was very, very young. And then this has just become our home. But we thought about moving out there. But then you guys know the prices of the housing kind of went through the roof, and everything that we liked was like so astronomically high. So maybe eventually. I've been seeing those barn dominiums or whatever. Those are so fun. All right, I'm going with it. What about a gray wash on the barn wood? Okay, so I already did the white. Let's see here. I don't know if I was going to try to do a wash on here, but this is kind of not working. I wonder if I'm just going to paint it. I'm going to just we'll see what happens. We'll see. All right. Okay, so hey, Corrine, how are you doing? Penny says, liking it also, loving the box. Good. But yes, eventually, I think we'll probably end up living up north at our cabin. Not for a while, but like right now, I like the idea of having like a home base here in like Appleton, and then being able to go up north. Normally up north, winters are like really snowy, and there's not a lot of Goodwills up there, guys. There's not a lot of anything up there. Robin says, for a shadow box, use a wire bail type hanger on the back and curl back end. Oh, okay. Yep. So if we would do that. Whoop. Okay, I'm just going to get this painted, and then we're going to go back to that. We're making good time. It's not like on Monday when I had came on and I was so flustered because the IT guy or the internet guy just had left like seconds before I hit go live. Yeah, Corrine, no bins up there for sure. Then I would be driving hours to go to the bins versus just a hop, skip, and a jump from my house. And then I couldn't have, I guess I could have my booths, but to do a booth restock for a 3-hour drive would be kind of crazy insane. Oh my gosh. So it's not going to be for a while. Okay. All right. We're going to see where this takes us. we're going to see what the milk paint decides to do on this. All right, so far, so good. I'm going to let that dry. All right. Oh, yeah. April says, the problem with moving up north is the older you get, the more you need, the convenience is closer to you. I know. That's why maybe we'll have 2 houses forever, you know, like, or 2 spots. So we will see what happens. I just saw this. There's like a couple spots here. Well, maybe it's not a bad thing. I missed it. But yes, I know. And like I said, I just kind of like having the convenience or the, you know, either or. Like wherever I decide I want to be, that's where I'm going to be. All right, let's see here. Kelly says, Rhinelander, not that far from your cabin. Yep. I still can't think of a good use for that tall piece. Maybe it's tall enough to put a tree branch in to hang Easter or Christmas ornaments on. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out too. I think that was one of the items. You guys know how I am at the bins when I am picking and I'm just throwing stuff in my cart. And I think it was at the very, very bottom of my cart. And then it was probably one of the times where, well, because now I'm becoming more selective. I think it was one of my very first bin trips and I didn't go through my cart. And now I'm going to be more proactive and go through the cart. So I think it just ended up, caught my eye, and now I have to come up with something. I'm trying to think too. All right. I'm kind of impressed with how good that covered up. I say that now but that numbering, this milk paint really covered up that numbering really. Oh, look at that. I'm going to add just a tad more water. And the reason I'm going to is because there's just a little bit more powder here that actually there. There's a lot of powder there actually. I wonder, I'm just going to add just a tad more. Just a tad, I swear. All right. Okay, so let's see. Corinne says, I often wonder how really inexpensive thrift stores make money to pay rent and utilities and payroll when we buy things at 50 cents to $1 and not much more than that. Yeah, I don't know. Lynn says, my husband made a lot of those boxes for my store and they are slow selling, so I think I'm going to whitewash them today. Thanks for the motivation. Yeah, I really like how it looks. I think it's going to be, I really like it. Oh boy. Okay. All right, let me just get the little bit of the top there to kind of finish that off. Oh my, you guys. I got a little bit of milk paint there. All right, so I have a little bit more to do a second coat on here. This is the second coat on this one. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. Okay, let's see. Oh, Robin, that's what I said too. She goes, the cold seems colder as you get older. I said that to my daughter this morning and I go, I'm too old for this. Hello, Jean. It's always fun to have a place to go to. I agree, April. Is anyone else getting intermittent momentary? Oh, okay. So is anybody else getting glitching pauses? So if you are, I'm sorry. You give me a lot of good inspiration. Oh, good. Thank you. Nancy says yes. A fabric roll or wrapping papers. Juliet rose mold would be beautiful on top or sides. Are we talking this? Because so far, I'm gonna just, there's a bit of, so what we're gonna do, this is actually dry now. So here's the top. We are going to put this on the top. I think that's gonna look so good. And we're going to do an oil wax. Should we do the dark or the black oil wax on this, you guys? I need to grab my heat gun. All right. Dark. Okay, everybody says dark oil wax. We'll do that. My vote is C catalog for the box with the handles. Seed catalog. Okay. Oh, you think I should put something with the seed catalog? Okay. All right. Everybody says dark. I'm really excited to see what the black oil wax does. Okay, we're gonna. So everybody says we should do dark versus black. Very similar. But everybody says dark. Everybody's saying dark, except Barbara says black. Guys, it's only been 1 hour. Woohoo! We have a lot of time. We can definitely get more done. I'm always so used to I'm still used to those 1 hours, like a 1 hour. Can you tell if the tall piece is put together with nails? If not, or if you have a strong saw, maybe you could lay it on its side and slice it into a bunch of 6x6 frames. That's a good idea. So it is, I think there are little tiny nails, like one here, one here, one here, one here. One, I think it's only held together by tiny little nails. So if I would put it on my table saw or on my saw, I could try slicing it. That might be a good idea. I could get little frames. How thick do you guys think I should make them? I'm trying to think. Should I do like, I'm trying to think. Let me look here. I'm trying to see here. Nancy says, good morning, Sonnet. Late again, but this time we can blame the dentist. Darn dentist. Badge painting helps with time management. Yes, it does. Oh, I got a little paint. I got a little milk paint on my sweatshirt. Can't have anything nice. 1 inch. Okay, so, all right. Then this project we are going to set aside, but let's talk. So that is a really good idea because I was trying to, I actually was thinking possibly of like cutting it in, like cutting it down and using the bottom And I probably could still do that. We could probably do two things with this. Number one, I could probably cut this down and then use the bottom half as like a little, kind of like how this is a little crate, have that, you know, or like a little box, and put like a piece of, you know, something on the side. Like I could even put a transfer or something, and it can be just a decorative box. And then the rest we could cut into little frames. So, okay, good idea. Good idea. I'm liking it so far. So that is what I'm going to do. I think you are going to have to use something darker. There is a lot of contrast from the blue. Are you talking on here? Are you talking here? There's like this. So I am for sure, I have to figure out how thick of a nail or screw to put in here to screw these in. So that is probably gonna have to do that. Let's see here. The cheese box. Okay, the cheese box. Kind of chunky, I would think, for the frame. That's what I'm thinking too. So I think what I'm going to do is, let me see here. All right, hold on. I have all of my transfers sitting right here. So I was seeing here what, those are all the other transfers. I'm just trying to see here what I have available for all the catalog. Okay, these are a little bit bigger. Oh, actually, I kind of like this one. Here, it's got that blue in it that matches this, so it could go with that. It says annual catalog, so I kind of like that. I'm going to, oh gosh, get that door shut. If you guys could see my back, I rammed into it and I got a big bruise on my back from that. Now I'm like, I have to make sure those doors are shut. Yeah, I like that a lot. Either that or I also like this. Actually, I'm thinking this one is better. It's bigger. Okay. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, so D says the dark oil wax will make the bottom match the medallion. Yes, it will. And I think it won't be so harsh of a contrast. One side and place glass jars in the holes for propagation station. One side and place, okay, thanks. Oh, Joan says, thanks, Kelly and Nancy. Yes, thanks for the great idea, Joan. Shelly says, finally, off the work call. Yeah. Let's see here. Kelly, you're very welcome, Joan. Dee says, cut the frames and paint the same as the egg shadow box and put the rest of the eggs in them. Oh, and a set for the butterflies. That's a good idea too. You could start with the dark, and if it's not dark enough, you could go with the black. Okay, good idea. Okay, so I think I am going to still use the bottom because the very bottom has a, you know, it's a full piece. I am going to put this, I think, on it so I know kind of where I want to cut. So I think I'm going to cut it like right about here is where I'm going to do my first initial cut. And then I think I'm going to do like chunky all the way up. I'm going to kind of measure it out equally so I don't have a lot of waste. All right. So this, what we'll do is we're going to kind of set, we're setting this aside, and this will be ready for Friday as long as I can get my saw out of the garage, which I have to. And then I will get that cut up and we'll finish that then on Friday. So let's take a peek here now with this. Let's finish this up. All right, I'm going to finish drying this. Okay, so Rachel asked if I could take a side off. It would have to be, the whole box would have to be taken apart. So that's not really a possibility. So that's why we thought about doing the frames. And then, you guys, I really liked what Dee said too about putting like the different transfers from the butterflies and the eggs in the leftovers. So a gal that I know from where Caitlin used to get babies at, her daughter reached out to me and had a bunch of wood. Oh, so I have a couple different options. I have this wood that I just got from another gal, and that might be the perfect size. Otherwise, I have this other bigger pieces of wood that I could cut down as well. This is looking good. I feel like it might not be totally dry here. But then make them almost like little shadow boxes. And I like that. I do. I like that idea. Okay. I am just going to quickly use up the rest of this on the bottom. I like to have things finished, and I hate wasting, and this doesn't have to be absolutely 100% perfect, but I just wanted to get in. So since I started using the milk paint, has anybody else tried it out yet that hasn't prior? I want to know that because I'm really liking this, the milk paint. The more I'm using it, the more I'm loving it. Okay, almost done. Okay, so I have to tell you guys a story too. Milk paint one somewhere. So my truck, I have a Honda Pilot. Guys, I went to get those boards that I was kind of telling you about. The boards from a gal that I knew from where I used to work out. She's like, "Oh, I got a bunch of boards for you, and I know you like to repurpose, and would you want them?" I said, "Sure." Not thinking that the back end of my vehicle might slightly be a little frozen. This shouldn't have happened anyway. So I have a handle, and I hit this button and I pull, and normally my back end would have just opened. Well, I ripped the entire handle, you guys, off the back of my truck. Like, how did you do that? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's another idea too. I could cut that into like so many boxes so that I could have little boxes instead of the frames. So that is definitely an idea. We'll see once I cut what happens. Okay, Nancy hasn't tried it. I need to use it more. I've used it twice. Okay. My first time I used milk paint, I got it from you, and that what I used with the paint inlay. Oh yeah. Okay, so I think we should try doing that since Dee did it and she had success. We are going to try to use a paint inlay with milk paint on a future live. We'll do that. Oh no, Sonnet. Oh my God. Yeah, you guys. So I couldn't get in the back of my truck, number one. And I have this handle like dangling because it's like powered. So there's a button on it and it's got this like electrical cord going inside. And the woman's like, "Oh, my husband's not home." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I don't even know." So here I am trying to reattach it. It was broke. I literally broke it off. I think because it was so cold. That's the day it was like negative. I'm trying to think how negative it was, like negative 10 or whatever. But her husband then comes home and he's like, "Okay, you just go and you can go online, buy a new handle, and then just unscrew something and like screw it back together and reattach it." But so I have to buy a new handle because I officially broke this one. And I said, "Well, I don't want it just dangling because first of all, it's going to fall off my car." He's like, "Oh, don't worry. I have a solution." So I have a windshield wiper on the back of my window. He takes his wire and he like wires it all. I mean, it was very, very nice of him. But then I got home and my husband's like, "You're going to get pulled over. You're blocking your license plates on it. You're going to get pulled over. We need to take care of this right away." I'm like, "Okay." So we have to take care of it like ASAP. Oh gosh, Robin says, "We have replaced my husband's tailgate handle 4 times." Okay, so it's not just me. It's other people breaking their handles too. Oh, sounds expensive. Here's me. Oh, great. I need an entire new tailgate. That's what I was thinking, because that would be my luck, you guys. I would need an entire new, back end. But no, it's just the handle. It's like a couple $100. Let's see here. I really don't like chipping, so haven't tried it. Okay, so this, because it's bare wood, the milk paint just absorbed right in, so there's no chipping. There's nothing going on. So, all right, we're going to do the dark oil wax now. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and dump it on. Oh, wait. Where did I put my paper? Oh, right here. Organizing, you guys. I'm organizing. I just want to kind of... All right, there. All right. Corrine says, "I love working with milk paint. It's fun, and I love the smooth, silky feel after a very light sanding. It's so good." Yes, I agree. Okay, so we did the dark versus... I am shedding like crazy, you guys. Okay. All right, so this is looking a little darker than what it probably is going to turn out to be, because we're going to wipe some of it off too. Just remember that. So I did get a message from a friend of mine who sells the milk paint as well. And one thing she said is, make sure you tell everybody that if you're using any type of rag to wipe this off, that the oil wax, just like stain, is combustible. So you never want to leave any of the rags. You want to dispose of them properly, not in your garage. because you don't want to start a fire and have it burn down because this can combust. So just so you're aware. So there was another, she makes signs. I'm trying to remember what her business name is again, but she makes the cutest signs, and she somehow must use stain on some, or I think she stains her frames is what she did. Well, long story short, she did not dispose of her rags properly, and they almost lost their entire facility that they have their business in. That was like a while ago, but she was using stain. So just make sure if you're using stain or the waxes or, like anything like that, that you dispose of that properly. And what I discovered though too is that I used Dawn dish liquid, and I actually cleaned my brush out, and I've been able to. This is going to be. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to scrub it out with Dawn, and it's been just fine. So I'm going to seal the bottom too. All right. Let's see here. Licious says, I have recently fallen in love with milk paint. It took me a while to get the hang of it. I have discovered that if I put a little bit more than half milk paint, it works better. A thicker consistency. Yeah, and I've noticed like if you let it sit a little bit longer, like 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes, it does have a bit of a thicker consistency. Because the first couple times it was real runny and I kept wiping, but once it got that right consistency, it's good. Call a junkyard. They may have a handle for cheap. Oh, that's a good idea. Rachel, I guess we think alike. I was just in the process of typing the same thing to make 3 boxes instead of 1-inch frames. The boxes probably would be more useful. Yeah, that might be true, Joan. It's best if you make it so that it's like a melted milkshake. I like that oil wax. I like the oil wax too. It's like my new favorite thing. Although I used it on, what did I use? Oh, I used it in my one last video. And the one, I did get a comment saying that they couldn't tell the difference. And it's, I think because I used it with DIY paint, so it didn't absorb much and I had sealed it, but I wanted to add just a little bit of a darkness to it. And I probably could have used just regular DIY dark wax as well, but I had used the oil wax on a different project, so I thought I'm going to use it. But yes, I'm loving it too. Okay, let me set that there. Okay, so then this, we're going to let this sit for like 10 minutes. And yeah, that's a good idea with the cutting it. Maybe I'll cut it into like 4, either 3 or 4. All right. For this one, I think what we're going to do is, I think I'm just going to add handles to it. And then I'm going to put some different jars in here or something like that. So that is what I'm going to do. All right. And I'm going to pre-drill the holes so that it's so much easier. Oh, I don't even know if well, we'll see. Ay. 2, 4. So I bought these like special screws that went with the handles, and it's really hard to use these little screws because these little pieces are so tiny. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Kelly says, you guys would be so proud of me. I got off my lazy butt and had gotten 7 projects done in the last couple days. Good job. What is the best way to dispose of them? You definitely want to let your rags, if you have a rag, lay it flat, let it dry out. Once it's completely dry, then you want to put it in, like, your garbage is going out, I would put it out then. Like we have pickup every Thursday morning. But she recommended putting it like if you have to like hold or if your garbage can is in the garage, don't put it in there. You still want to put it like in something metal where it's contained. Just to be on the safe side. You guys just don't want your house, like your garage or your house or something burning down. So that's why. Let's see here. Way to go, Kelly. Everybody's saying way to go. Woohoo. Let's see. Yep. Joan says, great job, Kelly. Now I need to follow your lead and get off my butt. Let's see here. Or that's a good idea too. Clay pots. I have a bunch of clay pots I could put in here too. That's a great idea. Let's see here. Cheryl says, new follower from Cleveland, Wisconsin. Hello, Cheryl. Thanks for joining. Awesome. Let's see here. Dee says, faux seed packets made from drop cloth would be cute in the box with handles. Yes. Okay. Or you guys, I have so many of those carrots. It was no joke. I did a reel last year about all those carrots that I bought at the dollar store. And you guys, the year before, I wanted the carrots and they were sold out every time. Like, yep, we're going to get them in tomorrow. And the minute I'd get in there, they were sold out. So last year, when I got to the dollar store and they had just put them out, and I'm like, I'm buying them all. I don't care. I feel very hoggish, but I need them for all my projects. And what if I can't find them again? And I use them. I bought far too many. I'm like, what was I thinking? It was like in the moment of like distress, or I was feeling how I felt the year before. It's fine. So my friend Kristen, who always comes on here too, she made little bags and she put these kind of cute little tags on them. She filled them with carrots and she called them bunny baits. And I could even put all the bunny bait in here. So that's another really good idea. I am not sewing my own little drop cloth bags. I think you can get them possibly at the dollar store too. Let's see. Oh, Robin says she hangs them on the line to dry her rags. That's a good idea. Let's see here. Oh, Anna, hello. She says, hi, Sonic Greetings from the South. Oh, hopefully it's warmer there than here. When does Thrifting Thursday start? This Thursday. So excited, you guys. Oh, I actually, I said I was going to give up the month of January. Well, guess what? I basically did because I never even got to go thrifting yet. So this Thursday, I am doing a thrifting Thursday. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I must have missed that. Dawn, I just saw your comment. Where Kelly said that she must have lost her cousin and her uncle. I'm sorry, Kelly. Oh. Yep. My mom just chimed in, you guys. She says, I'm with her on Thrifting Thursday. I told you. She said, if you're going thrifting, I'm going thrifting too. Yes. I would not leave you behind, Mom. No thrifter left behind. I found this like ages ago, this screwdriver. It's from I don't even know where I got it. It's got the tiniest little it's very tiny. I wonder if I can get a bigger one. Hold on one sec. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. I don't need that. Or that one. Let's see. I'm going to just check these. I went into my husband's toolbox. Okay. This one will work. You might be wondering, like, why am I doing this by hand? Well, whenever I do these screws with my screw gun, unfortunately, for whatever reason, it doesn't work. It like strips out the top and it just causes all kinds of problems. I just want to be totally honest. Oh my gosh, my mom says, I don't care if dad says don't buy anything. Oh, I love it. Well, I'm buying stuff. Good stuff, though. Remember, I'm being selective. Should have my readers. Oh. I am so sorry, Kelly, too. I'm seeing everyone's comments. I must have missed your comment, your initial comment. So I am sorry. I'm trying to multitask. That toolbox doesn't have anything in it, LOL. I know. He did have screwdrivers, though. I think that his mom and dad, somebody bought him these screwdrivers. I don't know who. So he did have screwdrivers in there, but unfortunately, they ended up in here, my knee. All right. Okay. So I got that. I'm liking it. Oh my. Let's wipe this off now. All right, let's see here. Okay, I just want to see if I missed any comments. All right, so Kelly says you could just hot glue the bags and then fray the edges. Oh yes, I could definitely do that. Okay, Brenda says paint with blue. Okay, so what are we painting with blue? Then with milk paint for crackle? Let's see. Anna says, wanted to share that I made my first decoupaged rolling pin. It turned out very cute. Woohoo! Awesome. I love it. So I do have my group, like there's a page that I have where you can share all your projects on there. Anything, anything that you create. It's on I'm trying to think of the name. It's Sonnets something. I should have it wrote down. I named it and then but basically it's a page where any of my viewers can be part of it and you can share like ideas and what you're working on and talk to each other about whatever. So if you have questions, it's a great page. Okay, I'm loving it. Yeah, that's so, and it soaked most of it in because that's what it's sealing the milk paint. And so it basically soaked most of the black or the dark oil wax in. And actually now if you look, it's almost like a perfect color. So I'm loving that. And then this will go on top and then I'm going to put that on there. And I really like it. I think it looks so good. I love it. I love it. So, so good. Okay. So that is going to be almost basically, or that's going to be finished once I screw this in, then it will be done. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So Shelly says, that's awesome, Anna. Yes, it is. Kelly says, aren't the rolling pins so much fun to make? I am obsessed. Anna says, they are. I got another one. I have about 15 rolling pins in my stash. I know I'm terrible. Oh my gosh, that's funny. You and my friend Sylvia could be friends. She has a lot in her stash. But I know I see certain things and then I can't pass them up. All right, I just touched that. Okay, let's see here. Shelly says, I don't find many rolling pins around here. Oh, I actually did a rolling pin and a cutting board and a spoon fork, and they all sit in a box for the benefit. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so Robin says it looks really good. I love it. I think it looks really good too. Someone say rolling pins. Oh my gosh, she's on here. Kelly, you and Sylvia could be friends. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. That is awesome. I knew you'd be here. Oh, that's great. Yes. Sylvia loves her rolling pins. Looks so good. Oh, some seed packs and rusty gardening tools in the box with a handle would be so cute. I know. I actually have to wipe the inside. I'm like, I did not wipe the inside out yet. But that's okay. All right, let me get the other handle. And probably should measure to make sure I'm doing it this. I basically went on center. I centerized it, guys. I centerized it. And yes, I know that it's not a legit word for those that are new. At one point in my life, I thought it was a real word. It's okay. All right, we're going to just go with it. We're going to go with it. All right, let's see here. D says, oh, okay. Yep, okay. I read that already. Because then I read down below. Good idea, D. All right. Let me make sure. All right, let's go ahead and start with one, and then we're going to go. All right, let's see here. D says, Kelly, I have a huge stash of rolling pins too. I did a paint inlay on some yesterday. Turned out really cute. Oh, gosh, that's a good idea too. I'm like slightly obsessed with paint inlays. I know some of you are nervous about using them, but they're so awesome. And I actually should break out. I opened it. It's the Melange paint inlay. That one's got so many good items for spring. I should definitely get that out. Joan says, Kelly, my landlord held a fundraiser for their cousin's medical bill, so I donated a painted wooden farmhouse chair with a flower pot in the seat, and they told me it received the most tickets. Oh, that's cool. Clay pots, garden seeds, rusty tools, and a garden gloves that have coffee stained would be so cute in that box. Yes. Oh, that would be cool. Yes, I agree. That is such a good idea, Joan. Oh, Dee says that's the one I use. Yes, it's definitely one of my favorites, Melange. I like it so much because there's so many different paint inlays and they can be used on, both small or big items. Okay, got that. Now let's get this side. Okay, so Sylvia says, oh, that would be cool. Could you please try an inlay on a rolling pin? Yeah, we should definitely. I mean, because I'm kind of in the same boat with you guys. I have a lot of rolling pins. Although you'd be so proud. I actually, so for something that I am doing or it's like something that is a surprise for you guys, but I'm like, I need some new clothes. I just need a couple new shirts. So I ran to Goodwill to look for shirts, and I couldn't just look at the shirts. I had to go through, the whole, decor area, house goods, or whatever you guys want to call it. And there was a rolling pin there. I passed it up. I was so proud of myself. I'm like, do I buy it? Don't do it, Sonnet. You have so many. Do not do it. You put that rolling pin right back down, is what I kept telling myself. And I did. I put it down. All right. Okay. Perfect. All right. Okay, I'm going to just dump this out. Grab that. So we got this done. I like it a lot. Buy them for me. I have been having a hardest time finding them. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have. All right. We ended up getting 2 projects done, and I was thinking I'm just gonna kind of just dry brush just a little bit of the dark wax on here. Just a tiny little bit. I don't know. Just because that's a little creamy. Okay, that's looking good. Okay. I love it. I love it. I think it looks so good. It kind of just makes it look like a little bit more aged. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's see what the comments are. Let's see. And did I miss anything? Okay, I think I'm at the bottom. I got one, still had the cap. When I Google Lens it, turns out it's to sell it for $300 or $500, and I paid $5. Okay, what did you get for? All right, I am sure it will be there waiting for you, Sunday. Probably will. All right. Okay, guys. So we have 20 minutes. Let's start something else. So we got this and this basically done. I should probably, I wasn't going to do it, but I want to get it done here so that I can say that it's completely finished. So let's talk about what we're going to do on Fridays. On Friday's live. I'm just going to grab some screws. I had 2 in here. Hopefully these, they're already painted like a creamy white. Don't know. I don't know. The heads might be too big. I don't. All right, we're going to try it. We're going to roll with it. We're going to see. We're going to see. It did not work. It did not work. Too short. Oh my gosh, now I'm not going to be able to get it out. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, guys. All right, too short. I need one just a little bit longer. Thank goodness I have some. All right, those are the same length. Oh gosh, maybe I have all of them the same length. So maybe I will not be doing this today. Finishing up. I think they're just, bummer. But, oh well. I will get it on. Oh, I need something just a little bit longer than that. So that's good to know. Okay. All right. So for Friday, let's chat. We can. So you guys, did you see my reel from yesterday with that? Do you guys remember when I upcycled the guitar? So I found, and as I'm going through stuff, I found another guitar, and look, there's dust on it even. That's how bad it is. So we could upcycle the guitar and do something really fun with that. That's one thing. The other thought is I have just a bunch of other items that I can grab. We're going to finish this these. We're going to finish those on Friday as well. That is a great idea, Cindy. She said, I'm just curious. Why don't you glue that medallion on? I never even thought about it. And the reason I didn't is because it has two little holes. And then I was worried that I was going to go through the top. So that is actually a really good idea. Let's glue it on. See, that's what I have you guys for. Oh. Okay, so Joan says she has not tried the inlays yet either. She's bought a bunch of them, but she's been a chicken. So we will definitely do the inlays. I got to write that down so I don't forget. But on Friday, we will do the paint inlays is what we'll do. I do need to finish that tall box because I'm really trying hard to finish stuff as well. But because we started it. But then I am going to grab a bunch of items and we are going to I'm going to get the melange out. And then everyone that has wanted to try a paint inlay, have your paint inlays ready and we'll do it step by step. I think that'll be a good time to try, right? Or I think it's a good time to try. All right, I'm just feathering it to the edges here. I'm just going to put just a tad more in the center. Okay, guys. All right. So we've glued it on. We've glued it on. Got it. All right. Thank you for the suggestion. That is officially done. And then I don't have to worry about some screws because I was going to have to go to the store because I don't have any of this the right size. So that's perfect. Awesome. All right. Let's see here. What am I missing out on here? Shelly says she hasn't tried the paint inlays yet either. Use heavy duty epoxy. Okay, well, I already used Type Bond. I need to think of something to do with the bugs on that transfer from IOD. Think Shelly and Joan, just go for it. Yeah, I'd use some heavy duty glue if affixing it that way. I still might just get some tiny screws to put in too. So I still have it glued just in case. I don't have any inlays yet, but definitely looking forward to giving it a shot. Yes. Okay, so let me see here. Without digging, now that I know that we're going to use the melange paint inlay, I have a bunch of that left. I'm trying to think what I have that we can use it on. There's a bunch of stuff in my 4 crates, so we'll definitely do that. We're going to go ahead. But yeah, so did you get your package? No, Deb, I didn't. Yesterday. So I was going to mention that to you, Deb, as well. So I went to the post office to mail all my packages, and I checked my PO box and I had other people's mail, which I thought was kind of odd. So I don't know if my they don't actually put the package in there necessarily because the PO box is so tiny. They put a card, but there was no card or anything. But the post office was absolutely crazy because Monday was Martin Luther King Day, and it was closed. So I'm assuming everybody just they're playing catch up. So I didn't, but I was going to open it today. But if I get it, I'm going to open it on Friday. So we'll open it on the live. Let's see here. I've watched a bunch of videos of other crafters using them, so I know the process, but I'm chicken to mess them up. It's just a low confidence and motivation problem. It got delivered yesterday at 12:41. When did I go? I went earlier than that. That's maybe why. So it's there. So it's in my PO box. I have orders that I have after I get off the live today. I'm going to package some orders, run to the post office. I have a ton of stuff to do. Using the inlays for the first time at Christmas was so satisfying. Plus, being able to reuse again was awesome. I know. I love that you can reuse them again. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, Kelly. Kelly says, Joan, just choose a small piece of the inlay and do it on an old piece of wood and see what it turns out like. That's a great idea. But we'll still use the paint inlay. I'm going to grab a rolling pin. We'll do one on a rolling pin. And then I'll grab a couple other items and I have to use up my paint inlay, and I also have to use up all that stuff in my stash. So, all right, guys, I don't think it really needs anything else. I love that little whitewash to it. That looks good. I love how this turned out. I will add some screws just in case because that is kind of heavy. I should have used something more heavy duty for the glue, which I did not. But then Friday we'll work on that. We'll finish the tall box, and yeah, that'll be good. Sylvia says, sweet, thank you. Yes, I know. I love upcycling rolling pins, and I'm like, these guys got to be sick of seeing all my upcycles on rolling pins. So I've been kind of holding back, but and then Friday, my YouTube video will be a part 2 from my Monday, which would really upload it on Tuesday video. So I'm going to try to wrap that up today as well. And since it's been taking like 2 days for me to upload a video due to my internet, I'm praying you guys will have it Friday. So Joan says, great idea, Kelly. Maybe some smalls for Valentine's. Cheryl says, enjoyed the live. Looking forward to Friday, the time. Yes, I will be live at 10 a.m. Central Time on Friday. And that's what I've been doing is going live on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Central. Then I go live on Wednesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. and we do a 2-hour live. And you guys, I'm just going to keep doing this, trying to work through what I have. I know you guys are going to be like, is she ever going to run out? Probably not. But, and then I think Monday, I don't know. We'll see what Monday's video is going to bring on YouTube. So I am definitely doing my Thrifting Thursday. So you guys will definitely see probably clips of that as well. Let's see here. I would like to see multiple ways to display rolling pins. Okay. We can chat about that. Thank you for keeping me company while I work. See you Friday. See you, Kathy. Way to go, Joan. Just have a positive attitude. I know you can do it. Awesome, Kelly. Yes. So, all right, guys, we're going to cut this a little short today because we got done a little early, but I want to thank you all for joining me. And then we'll see you guys on Friday. And trying to think if there was anything else. I don't think so, but wish me luck for Thrifting Thursday. And we'll see you guys Friday at 10 for my live. Bye.